Often in divorces, when one party owns a business interest, or both parties own a business interest, there may be occasions for a financial investigation, and who better to do that than a forensic accountant?
That's right. You know, it's pretty easy for a business owner to manipulate the numbers. They might divert income. They might not be forthcoming about the value of the business or the money that it's making. It's obviously a really important issue in divorce because the other spouse might be entitled to a share of the business. So why don't you start telling us about some of the documents that can be demanded or subpoenaed if a business interest needs to be investigated, Miles?
Obviously, we want to take a look at the financial statements, preferably those issued to a credit facility. Tax returns are basic, no question. Corporate records, articles of corporation, amendments, resolutions, minutes, that sort of thing, I think are the very basic beginning.
Absolutely. This is where I always start in an investigation. You know, it's helpful to look at the financial statements and the tax returns for a series of years. That way I can get a feel for what the operating history of the business is and what the numbers sort of should look like over time. So I look at those numbers and then I decide we really need a more in-depth analysis. What do you do next, Miles? Where do you go?
Yeah, I think I want to keep it simple. I want to look at the obvious, like the bank statements, check copies, credit card statements, brokerage account statements, loan applications, credit applications, that sort of thing. But I also want the forensic accountant to give me a better idea of some of the details of fixed asset listings. We're looking for assets that may have depreciated off the books but are still meaningful and have value. So the forensic accountant is really going to be looking at things really from a different perspective than from a financial statement preparation, no question. I want to look at the list of real estate holdings. Have there been any valuations or appraisals done recently? Budgets, forecasts, projections are a great place to look. And detailed accounting records such as your general ledger.